Hello and good morning. We are just with you all the time, it feels like, which is awesome for me. I'm really enjoying getting to talk to some of the comedians that are headed to Comedy Works here in Denver as we get live comedy back up and running. Today's no exception. We're bringing on Sam Tallent. Good morning, Sam. How are you?
Allie, what a joy this is. Thank you so much for having me.
Is it a joy, though? We haven't even started talking yet. What if I'm terrible?
I'm charmed by you, and it was like a voyeur situation where I got to watch you adjust your camera unbeknownst to you for 30 seconds. So,
Yeah, it's cool. I'm my own producer here, so you really get a look behind the scenes most of the time.
oh, perfect. It was cool. It was like I was in a French film from the 70s.
Oh, I'll
Yeah.
take it. One, because I want to be French, and two, because, the 70s were a fine time, I suppose.
I mean, I don't know. I think there was a lot of nastiness going on, but it's okay. I think every time's pretty bad.
It,
Except for Friday, May 21st. That's a good time.
that's a great time.
That's
Very awesome time. And that's because you'll be at Comedy Works.
I will for 2 shows. Allie, has anyone ever been really funny on one of these? Because I mean, I know I'm never funnier than at 9:30 a.m. in the morning.
Hey, at least you get to do it from home instead of coming into our studio.
Oh
Because I
yeah.
used to give just people alcohol in the morning because I was like, come on, you got to be funny. I know this is hard for everyone.
Whoa, who was the nastiest booze bag that you had in there?
Well, I don't know if I want to name any names,
Adam,
but
Kate, and Holland.
no, he's
Did he
actually
throw
not
a
coming to
glass
the
at you?
studio.
Congratulations to Adam on his new baby. He had a new baby.
I saw that on Instagram. I stalk so many of you. I shouldn't say stalk. That's kind of a charged word. I follow so many local comedians on Instagram, so I did see that, and I mean, I'm sure he appreciates your
As
congratulations.
long as you're just following them on Instagram and not to their house with a plastic bag filled with knives and gloves.
Okay, no, I'm not following them to their houses, but I will say, especially when we chat here, I'm always trying to figure out where people live in the city because you're here in Denver too. And so I'm going to do that. I'm going to go through your Instagram and be like, I wonder where in the city he is.
Okay, if you had to assume where I lived in the city, where would you choose?
Oh, I would assume you're somewhere outside of Cap Hill.
Yeah, I'm pretty far outside of Capitol. I'm in Fort Collins.
Oh, you are not even in Denver.
That's where I'm at. No, man, I miss it so much. I lived down there forever, and then my wife got into residency up here because she's a doctor. She won't shut up about it, and I
Well,
guess we have to
smart
live in
for
Fort
you.
Collins now. Oh, it's good. It's a win for everyone involved.
Yeah, I feel like people with fake jobs, like myself in radio, you in comedy, need to
Oh yeah.
have a partner with the real job.
Yeah, exactly. Someone who's not like a freak serving their own narcissistic tendencies. That's what I'm doing all the time at comedy is just trying to feel better about me somehow by being on stage. And she's actually out there making people's lives enhanced.
All
So,
right, but I'll give you the same crap everyone gives me. You're enhancing people's lives. Joy of comedy. Yay.
yeah, but they have to pay $22 to have their lives enhanced. If I was like altruistic and kind, I'd just be out on the streets, slipping and sitting in pies for everyone's enjoyment.
Well, I mean, conversely, they have to pay thousands of dollars probably to get healed by your wife. So,
Yeah, in this country, oof.
yeah, you're
What if we got into a very serious healthcare debate right now?
honestly, it wouldn't be that weird. The turns these take, I pretty much never moderate the conversation. I'm just like, yeah, let's see where we go with this.
Yeah, you're yes anding. Well, Allie, you're good. I'm enjoying you. I was very worried that this was going to go poorly because I haven't been up this early since a smoke alarm went off 2 years ago. But here we are
Here we
connecting.
are.
Yeah,
9:30. I would be sympathetic, but I work in morning radio, so
don't be sympathetic to me and my debauched lifestyle.
I miss it. I miss the days when I didn't get up until 10 a.m. They were great. I had no money and was generally miserable, but geez, did I get to sleep.
Yeah, that's the cool thing about poverty is usually you can sleep through most of it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
totally. And
hmm
most of the time, like, you don't have adequate nutrition, so you're sleeping a lot.
Yeah, because if you wake up, you're worried your teeth are gonna fall out.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Or then you're going to be hungry and you got to like figure out something to do with your day. So it's easier to just keep sleeping.
Yeah, it's like I could eat or I could go on a 4 mile walk. That was always me when I was so broke and destitute. is I would be like, well, I don't have anything to eat, so I should probably go exercise more than I ever have. That'll cure my hunger pangs.
Oh man. Well, that's fairly productive. I mean, when I was super poor in college, just out of college, I didn't make any productive choices. It was like,
Yeah.
well, I should probably go find one of my bartender friends and convince them to let me day drink for free.
Oh yeah, that's classic. Or the I would always just know who like bought weed the day before. I'd like have like a Rolodex of whoever was on schedule to pick up weed, and then I would just like show up on their doorstep and be like, "Hey, it's me, that guy who never contributes. Can we hang out for 5 to 7 hours?
But you
I'm
contribute.
unwashed."
You've got your personality. I feel like that goes a long way. If you're fun to be around, people will generally give you free stuff.
They will, but then when that wears out and the veneer is gone, boy, is that an awkward confrontation. When they're like, "Oh, good, you're back. You haven't contributed anything to our friendship in 2 years."
Have you had that conversation? I think I've skirted it most of the time.
No, I've always been very generous and never really want to be a freeloader too much. Uh, I don't know why. Freeloading rules.
It does, but people
Yeah.
talk. I mean, if you're that friend who thinks that you're getting away with it, you're not.
You're never getting away with it. No, because then all your friends are in the group chat.
Yeah.
That group chat's the death of freeloading.
You know what? Group chat is the death of most bad behaviors. And if you're thinking like, I don't have a group chat where people talk about each other,
Oh
they
no.
do, you're just not on it.
Yeah, you're not in that group chat. You weren't
Yeah.
invited because you didn't pay your phone bill.
Yep, they're talking about you in another group chat. It's
Yeah.
happening.
Allie, where did you go to college?
I went to University of Toronto.
Hey, all right.
How about yourself? Where were you educated?
I wasn't really educated that well. I went to Metropolitan State College of Denver,
Yep.
right there at the Auraria campus or Auraria campus. I was there for 5 years. I still have no idea how to say it. I was a Metro State Roadrunner. You want to hear my first joke that I ever did at the Metro College Talent Festival?
I do. I do.
The
I want to
talent
hear it.
show. Hey, I go to Metro. Who in here is from Metro? And of course, everyone was. That's an easy pop. They're all like, "Yeah, we are." Hey, it makes go Roadrunners, right? Makes sense we're the Roadrunners because if you go to Metro, you're probably running away from something.
It's a
Leave,
good one.
I mean, you're
It's a
kind.
good one.
It didn't raise the roof as I assumed it would in that setting.
So I want to hear about your first ever comedy show. Like it intrigues me, you know, how people broke the comedy ice. I could use a very sexually charged, outdated reference there, but I'm trying not to.
Oh yeah, one that would like you might be able to make pie out of the reference you were going to make.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Or a Manhattan.
Oh yeah. Okay. Now we're talking.
Yeah.
That's much classier.
Oh, there's pie.
Yeah, maraschino. Smashing the maraschino. Let's see. It went really well. It was at the Redfish Brewery in Boulder, Colorado. Brent Gill hosted, and it went well. I think my opener on that show was, "Hey, there's a lot of pretty women in here. Glad I wore my good flannel." Because I had like two shirts. One was two flannel shirts, and I think I was wearing swim trunks. It was a real freak show, Allie. It was a nightmare. I didn't have any money, and I remember I was so nervous. I got like a little traveler of tequila, one of those bottles. And
Mm-hmm.
right before I went on stage, I like pounded the whole thing, and it spilt all over me. So I just reeked of tequila in front of this room of people, and it went well. And I was like, okay, well, clearly I'm the best that ever has done this. And then cut to the next time I did it, and I like called my mom afterward, and I was like, I need to get back in college. I thought I had it all figured out. I'm so sorry. Thank you for your support. But yeah, luckily I was able to lie to myself for long enough and be delusional, which is the key to comedy. Just being delusional and saying this is working out. I'm gonna be okay. And now I'm at Comedy Works May 21st. That's right, this Friday, everybody. Come on out. Buy tickets for the love of God.
We've got a link. It's scrolling right below.
I see that. Thank you. Yeah.
You can
Hey,
buy
everyone.
tickets there.
Click on that link, please, because what happened, I think that I sold a lot of tickets initially to the first show, and then Comedy Works was like, surely he'll sell out. He's the born and raised here, and he hasn't done a big show in Denver since the worldwide pandemic. And then they added a second show, and I don't think tickets have been flying. So, hey, everybody, come on out. I'm doing the press tour. I'm going to be on Bill Maher after this. I'm kidding. I can't think of anyone.
I was like, whoa, seriously? Cool.
That'd be
Tell
pretty
me
cool.
about that.
Yeah. But yeah, man, I'm come on out. Allie, do you do comedy?
It's something that I've been wanting to do for a while, but I'm petrified. I love being on the stage and I love getting attention, but generally every time I've been on stage and getting attention, I've been like really good. So
Yeah.
I don't want to do something that I'm not really good at yet.
I understand that. Yeah, it does hurt to get crushed doing comedy.
And everybody does. And even people who are really good have shows where, they get a little crushed. And I don't know that I'm ready for that quite yet, mentally, physically, spiritually.
You don't need to do this. This is just for broken toys and mutants.
Oh, well, yeah, I'm one of those. I work in radio. Come on.
Really?
Yeah.
But
oh
if
my
you
God, we are the land of misfit toys, 100%.
Huh. But I feel like if you have a job in radio, due to the struggling aspects of that industry, you must be like very good.
Or just willing to get paid nothing.
Interesting. Is that what they're doing to you at 103.1? Should we unionize?
Well, no, 103.1 is great. All of Odyssey Denver's fantastic, and I love them so much.
Oh, yes. I also love Odyssey Denver. Odyssey Brands is my favorite Denver-based media company.
I mean, we know you have a lot of listening choices, and we are honored that you chose to listen to one of our stations.
Yes, and I'm honored when you come to my show May 21st. And hey, if you work for Odyssey Brands, tickets are only $22.
Oh,
so
you
don't
can afford
forget
that. I will say I've been to a few comedy shows at Comedy Works since they've reopened and gotten everything back up and running. It's awesome. Like, it's the closest thing to normal we have for events right now, and it's fantastic.
Well, they're doing a very good job. It's very safe.
It is.
But also, if you want to go buck wild, you can spit in my mouth after the show for $30. So, we got to get back to the things we love. And if that's what you're into, come to the merch table after the show. Who did you see? Who did you see at Comedy Works?
So I went back in the fall, saw Christina Hutchinson and Corinne. I can't remember her last name. The Guys We Fucked podcast. We can say fuck because we're on the internet.
Oh, we can swear?
You're allowed.
My tongue is bleeding from biting it.
Oh, well, I mean, you don't want to go too wild with it, but yeah, we won't get in trouble.
Okay.
And then I saw, who did we see? Oh, we saw Pete Lee a few weeks ago.
Oh, Pete Lee. Yeah, everyone loves Pete Lee.
He's just such a nice guy.
I wish I knew we could swear. We could have been swearing this whole time.
I know. I only sidestepped the, as you said, maraschino smashing, which I love, because I feel like it's too gendered, not that it's too risque.
Well, I think that anyone can smash their maraschino. I think that maraschino smashing is a construct.
It is 100%. It's based on a construct that somehow was valued throughout time. Now we're working very hard to devalue it, and a lot of people are freaking out about that.
Also, the thing they're referring to when they mention that, the whole hymen situation, what a just a very personal and like, for lack of a better term, gross thing to joke about with 12-year-old boys.
Right?
You know? Like,
and also, like, it's something that could potentially cause pain. Why are we training people that, like, causing pain in another individual is, like, a badge of honor? No, none of that.
I don't know, because men are warlords, and all they want to do is penetrate and inflict. They're a bad bunch, these men.
But you're not. That's the thing, is you all have this idea that you want to be some Viking, but none of you are. Oh,
I don't want to be a Viking at all. Viking sounds terrible. Yeah.
They're terrible. That show is awful. I've watched one episode and I was like, this is disgusting and I hate it. And I'm a fan of Game of Thrones.
People who want to be Vikings and pirates.
Yeah.
It's like they lived to be 28 years old and they all died of like leg infections or scurvy.
Right? I feel like that too with a lot of people who want to be cowboys. Like,
oh, yeah.
You don't even mow your own lawn. You're not a cowboy.
Yeah. You want to tuck in your shirt? No, that's like the first job of being a cowboy is having a tucked in, like starch, terrible shirt.
Yeah, I think they just want the image. They don't want to do any of the work because, again, sounds pretty terrible.
Sounds bad. A lot of snake bites.
A
Any
lot of
job where
snake
there's
bites.
mostly cause of death is snake bites, I'll pass.
Yeah, hardcore. I think
That's why I
my
don't want to be in
father-in-law.
Australian Parliament.
Wait, what?
I feel like a lot of Australian politicians get bitten by snakes to death. I'm just
Oh,
assuming.
I'm right there with you on that assumption. Everything in Australia is trying to kill you at all times.
Hmm.
So yeah, quit it with these fantasies that really are just dangerous.
Yeah.
Men everywhere.
What were you going to say before I made that very bad Australian Parliament joke?
No, it was good. I don't even. Oh, I was talking about how I'm trying to talk my father-in-law and his family out of a city slicker style dude ranch. I've been actually like crowdsourcing help on this subject.
They want to open a dude ranch?
No, they want to do a week-long cattle drive. The man has an artificial hip. I don't know what he thinks is going to happen.
Oh no. Why does he want to do this?
Because he has this image in his mind about like how he was meant to be a cowboy in the Wild West. And that's great. But like that doesn't mean you can ride a horse for a week. I can ride a
No.
horse for a week and I'm pretty fit.
I can't ride a horse for 10 minutes. It's
It's
the worst.
it's really hard.
It's
Like
bad for me.
really
It's worse
hard.
for the horse. The horse didn't sign up for that.
Yeah, like we tried to take him hiking when he was here, just on a little baby hike, and he almost died. I don't know why in his head he's like, oh, sure, yeah, week long cattle drive, strap me in, let's go.
Oh, Lord. Where's he
Well,
from?
so he's from Western New York. I'm from Western New York as well, as is my husband. But
Where are
you
you
know what?
from? Let me guess. Are you from Binghamton?
No, no,
Okay. Are you
he
from
thinks
Trumansburg?
no.
All right.
I don't even know where that is.
It's south of Ithaca, about 45
Okay,
minutes.
that's more central New York.
Okay. So yeah, then I'm wrong. What's Western New York? Like Buffalo?
Yep, that's
You're
where I'm
from
from.
Buffalo. See, I thought Buffalo was too on the nose.
Well, that's me, just obvious, I guess. I'm
No, I
gonna.
thought I would be the hack. I love Buffalo. I almost got married to a girl in Niagara Falls once, but
Oh,
on the Canadian side,
that's the better side.
it
The
well,
much better
I'll
side.
say I'll take that. Uh, and we got all drunk at the bar because you could drink up there underage. And then I was like, let's get married, and she was like, of course, I'm ready to ruin my life at 19. So we went to the bar, and when they were like, all right, congratulations, you guys can get married. Who's gonna pay for this? I left my tab open at the bar, so I didn't have my card on me. So I dodged that bullet just by being very drunk on Labatt's.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
call it blue
Oh,
up there.
blue. Yeah, a lot of Jennies, a lot of blues. I lived in Ithaca for a while, so.
Oh, I love Jenny Screamers. They are my favorite. That was the beer we served at my wedding. Was Jenny Screamers.
Oh, I love that. I love a beer you can have 15 of. That's
Yeah,
why I love them. Yeah.
yeah, and feel okay the next day as well.
Yeah, and I mean it's good to purge, that diarrhea that comes with them. That's it's cleansing.
100%,
Yes.
100%. Sadly, they don't serve Jenny's or Blue Light at Comedy Works. I'm gonna get on them though and be like, hey, we need some representation.
Yeah, I think you're right. They do it wide right, that bar in Denver.
I know, because it's a Buffalo bar.
That's right. Yeah. Comedy
Yeah.
owned.
Which honestly, like, whew, bold naming choice.
I know. I know.
Most of us still aren't over that, but okay, I guess just put it all out there.
Yeah, and also it's like it only pisses off the people, the demographic you're trying to bring in.
Yeah.
Like, it's very strange.
Yeah, everybody else doesn't really know. And all of us who like should be wanting to attend the Buffalo bar are like, but that name, I don't know if I can. I may be jinxing things.
But hey, if you can't get Labatt Blue or Jenny Cream at Comedy Works, but if you do bring your own whippets, they have crackers they hand out. So go crazy. Bring those balloons, bring the aerosol canisters, and just have some fun at my show.
I like it. I like it. Sam Tallent's going to be at Comedy Works this Friday. Buy tickets on the link that's been scrolling the whole time. We'll also post it on the Facebook page if you're too lazy to like type it in or anything like that.
Okay.
Sam, thanks for joining me this morning and thanks for getting up early. I'm going to let you go back to bed.
Allie, you were a joy and a light in this darkness that is being awake before noon. And I want to thank you for your time and your energy.
Oh, thank you, Sam. I'm going to take that little quote, put it on my resume.
Do it. Thank you. And come out to my show, you monsters.
Yeah, you heard it. Come out to his show. It's at Comedy Works. Sam, thanks for joining us today. And thank you all for joining me here on the Comedy 1031 Facebook or YouTube page. I don't know which one you're watching on, but I hope you had a wonderful morning.